Namaste. Today we're going to be looking at Halasana posture. So from the Shavasana, first we come into the shoulder stand. So we put the legs together, arms by the sides, keep the chin tucked in slightly so the neck is straight. Then as you inhale, lift your legs and hips up and support your back, so coming up into the shoulder stand. Once you're in a comfortable position, we'll first do some stretching before the full plough or Halasana. We stretch one leg, exhale, stretch your right leg behind you. Try to go back as far as you can and try to touch the floor with your tip toes, and then inhale, lift up. Back to the normal position, then exhale, left leg, stretch back. If you need to, you round your back, and if necessary, even bend your knees so that you can touch the floor. And then inhale, lift up. Touching the floor is a great psychological boost to know that you can reach the floor. Exhale, right leg back. You can even bend your knees. You can show with the bent knees, so that makes it easier to bring your leg down. And then when you touch the floor, you can try to straighten the leg as much as you can. And then inhale, lift the leg up again. And once more, stretch the left leg back. Once you touch the floor, try to straighten the leg, stretching. And then inhale, lift it up. Now that we have warmed up, keep supporting your back and slowly bring both your legs down towards the floor, adjusting your hips so that you keep your balance and supporting your hips with your hands. Keep going until the toes touch the floor. If the toes are not touching the floor, can you just lift your legs off? If you're feeling too much stiffness in your body or legs, you can bend your knees and drop your knees towards your forehead to relax your legs. Once your knees are relaxed and your legs are relaxed, then slowly you can try to lower your feet to the floor. And once your toes touch the floor, then you can slowly start to stretch your legs and go stretch as far as you can. Eventually you'll be able to come into a straight line. And this is the Plough Pose. The next step, if you're comfortable here, is to release the arms and put the hands either palms facing down, flat on the floor. If your shoulders allow it, try to bring your hands together, interlock your fingers and pull the arms, and try to roll your shoulders under your body, pulling the shoulder blades together. So interlocking your fingers and pulling your shoulder blades together so that you come up onto your shoulders and not on your neck. And there you're going to be in a good position, stretching your legs, stretching your back, and also stretching your shoulders. This is the plough. Keep the chin pressing down towards the chest, and don't turn your head when you're in this posture. Try to keep breathing smooth and even breaths. Holding this posture as long as you feel comfortable, and then when we are ready to move on, we release the hands. Put the hands onto your back and gently bring your legs up, either straight legs or bend your knees to come up. Coming up into the vertical shoulder stand. Now we will move into the counter pose, what is called the bridge or Setu Bandhasana. So here you keep your hands on your back. If necessary, you can slide your hands slightly down towards your hips and then bend your knees, and keeping one knee back towards your face, you stretch the other leg over, and very important that you focus on arching your back from here. Keeping your hands as a support, arch your hips and gently bring your leg over. The movement is really happening here in the lower back, pushing the hips up and arching the back. Eventually your foot will touch the floor, and then you slowly bring the other foot down. So you bring both feet flat on the floor, pressing the feet down on the floor to raise your hips. At the same time, squeeze your gluteal muscles, squeeze your perineal muscles, pelvic floor muscles. This is an excellent exercise to strengthen your pelvic floor and also strengthen your buttocks. And it will also work on your thighs as you press the floor with your feet. Keep the chin always pressing down. Keep the shoulders on the ground. Don't let the shoulders come off the floor. Try to always keep them flat. And chin firmly against the chest. This is a counter pose for the plough. In the plough we had a forward bend. Here we have a backward bend on the lower back. From here, we're going to come back into the shoulder stand by pulling one knee back and the other knee back. As you pull the knees back, your center of gravity will shift and you'll be able to raise your body up. And once your legs are up, we are going to come out of the posture. by bringing the legs over the head around 45 degrees until you're in a position of balance. Once you're balanced, you'll release your hands on the floor. So pressing the floor with the hands, slowly roll your body down using your arms like the brakes. Keep your neck and head relaxed and slowly roll your back onto the floor. Try to straighten the legs to get the maximum stretch so that you get a good stretch through the whole back until you come down to the floor. And then we release in Shavasana. If you feel any strain in your back, you can always bend your knees and hug your knees. Pull your knees up to your chest, hug them with your arms, and gently roll side to side to massage your back against the floor to release any tension that you might have in your back. And then come back to the center and relax again in Shavasana. So from here we're going to show a few variations. First of all, we'll show you the easy variation from the bridge. Instead of, if you're not confident or able to come up, also if you're not able to come down into the bridge in one go or come out of the bridge into the shoulder stand, we'll show you the simple variation. So we'll show the bridge in isolation. So if you were been in the in the plough and you've rolled down onto the floor like this, now if you want to come up into the bridge, you will bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor and bring your feet up towards your hips as close as possible, keeping your feet about the width of your hips apart. Then keep your chin down. Inhale, lift your hips up, pressing your buttocks, pressing the floor, and bring your hands under your hips and support the side of your hips or lower back, wherever you can place your hands. Very important that you keep your thumbs on the outside and your fingers either pointing to the center or pointing down towards your feet. But do not turn your hands and don't put your thumbs inside, because one, it could damage your thumbs, and two, you won't be able to lift yourself up if you want to swing up with your thumbs. You need your full hands to support your back to get the hips up and to come out of it. This is the bridge, and the simple way to come out of the bridge is just to release your hands and put your hips down on the floor. You can pull your knees up again, hug your knees, and again massage your back from this position to release any tension in your back. And then you can release it into the Shavasana corpse pose. So that was the easy way of doing the bridge. Now we'll show you a little more advanced series where we go into the plough, and from the plough into the bridge, from the bridge back into the plough a few times. This is quite a dynamic exercise. It'll also increase the flexibility of your back and also increase the strength in your legs and in your back and buttocks. So we put the legs together, hands by the side. Again, we swing up into the shoulder stand. From the shoulder stand, we assume we've done the warm-up with the single legs, so we're going directly into the bridge, touching the floor, keeping your hands on the back, stretching the legs as much as you can to get the full stretch from your back through your legs. Then lift the legs up into the shoulder stand, bend the knees, one knee forward, one knee back, arch your lower back and bring the foot to the floor, feet flat on the floor. When you're in the bridge, you can also lengthen your bridge by bringing your feet closer together and walking the feet away from your body. So stretching, walking away as far as you can without raising your shoulders. Try to keep the shoulders on the floor. Always engage your buttocks and try to press the floor with your feet to give you that strength. Walk in again and then swing one and the other leg up, bending, pulling the knees up, coming back to shoulder stand. Again, stretching the legs to the plough. Touching the floor, stretching out, then lifting up once more. And again, arch over to the bridge. And then from here, we will just come back to the shoulder stand and stretch the legs behind the head, put the hands on the floor. We can also show a variation how to roll down. Instead of putting your arms on this side, you can put your hands towards your feet. Stretch your arms above your head, keep your arms on the floor, and just release your legs and slowly roll down without moving the hands, keeping the arms, stretching the arms up. This will give you a good stretch through your upper back also. And down to the floor and relax in Shavasana. We're going to show the Halasana with some of the common mistakes, so please take note of these points. So we prepare for the plough by bringing the legs together, arms by the sides, tuck the chin in and roll the body up, support your back with your hands, and come up in the shoulder stand first. From here, straighten your body as much as you can and slowly bring both your legs back over your head. So one common mistake is that people tend to stretch their toes away. Ideally, you pull your toes in towards your head, tucking your toes in, and also try to walk your feet in towards your body. Walk as close as you can without bending the knees. This will have the effect of raising the hips and straightening the back and give you a longer stretch through your body. Another common mistake, coming up again in the shoulder stand, if you're not able to bring your feet to the floor, so you bring your feet down but they stop before touching the floor. You should continue to support your back as long as your feet are not touching the floor. Do not rest your arms on the floor in this position. So do not stay like this because your back is unsupported and you are not going to be able to be comfortable in this position. You should keep your hands on your back. As I said, if you're not touching the floor, bend your knees towards your forehead, relax your legs, relax your back, and slowly bring your feet down with your knees relaxed. When your feet touch the floor, when your toes are touching the floor, you start to straighten your legs, stretching your knees. And when your knees are fully straight, make sure you pull your toes in and try to walk in towards your head to give an extra stretch in your legs and back. Okay, then from here, you can lift your legs off the ground, put your hands on the floor, and slowly roll down, vertebra by vertebra. So this is a common mistake in the bridge, that actually you're not on your shoulders, you're pushing the head back and resting on your head. So the neck should be flexed, so bring the chin down, which will make your shoulders come down on the floor. Another common mistake, particularly when they're coming down or in the bridge, they're standing on the toes, balls of their feet. So this is defeating the purpose of arching, so bring the heels down. If necessary, separate your feet sideways to make it more comfortable. And try to keep your feet pointing parallel when you're in this posture, not turning your feet outwards. Try to straighten them in a parallel line. This will give you the maximum lift. And now you can slowly come down.